the record, your name and your title, Major.
Is Major Pat Phinney, and I am the Divisional Secretary for Public Relations and Development for the Salvation Army Ontario Great Lakes Division.
Well, you've taken the first step, and now you head to council. What is this funding going to mean for the Salvation Army?
Well, the funding will mean the difference between us having to close the residential programs or being able to continue to operate them, which is definitely what we want.
Mm-hmm. So what was your reaction to this? I take it seemed like it was a fait accompli. Were you excited or happy? Or?
Well, it's a big relief to know that at least the Standing Committee has given their approval for this motion to go forward to City Council. The Salvation Army does not want to retreat from this file. There is no way that we want to see our residential programs close, but we also have the realities of our finance statements that are telling us we can't do it on our own anymore. So it's wonderful to think that the possibility is there, strong possibility that the city will help us at this time.
So with this funding, you'll be able to stay open plus the enhanced employment services?
That's right. Anyone who comes in to the emergency shelter will now be given the employment support services. And as was alluded to in the committee meeting, we have a lot of individuals coming in through our day program at Family Services, accessing our food bank, who may well be interested in some of these employment services that we can offer as well.
So it's not just sort of using funds for another means. It's really, there are really going to be employment services offered, but it's going to give you that buffer you need to keep the thing running.
That's right. That's right. And we will be entering into a contract with the Employment Services Department here at City Hall, and they have explained to us the nature of what those services will look like in our facility and what the expectation will be on our part to service the clients.
Will you be able to find the necessary funding over the next 2 years?
Well, this funding that is being proposed now will carry us through the next 2 fiscal years. We're facing a proposed deficit of $200,000 for each of those years, and this accumulated $400,000 will get us through the 2 years, during which time we will be working with the city around affordable housing strategy to look again at our own programming and see what other needs in the city there are that maybe we can meet with our empty beds.
So can you explain to me, it was expressed there that that more and more people who were using the Salvation Army residential services are now getting into longer-term housing, and that's sort of one of the reasons that you're facing this crisis. You're getting fewer people on a per diem, so you're.
That's right.
Can you explain that?
That's right. Well, Windsor is one of the communities where there is a larger stock of affordable housing for people. Some other cities, we have more people staying with us because there isn't that opportunity in the community. So the more people that, and our focus has been in partnership with the city to move these people on from the emergency shelter bed to their own accommodation. And so as we've been able to do that, we have less needing that hostel bed at night.
So in a way, it's kind of a bad situation because of good news.
It is. I mean, when we work toward ending homelessness, are we putting ourselves out of a job? But the good news is the people we're helping are our priority. So it's getting them what they need. Then we have to, if we have to recreate ourselves someday, we'll do it. But it's the fact that we're seeing fewer people. Yeah. That is really hurting us financially.
So it's a fairly new building. How was it full when it was first built? Were all the beds pretty much taken up?
Yes, actually, my husband and I were here in Windsor at the time that building was built, and we were in charge of the former hostel on Chatham Street, 349 Chatham Street East, right across from the city market. And then we chose to relocate and increase the size of the hostel because of the need at that time. So when we opened, definitely we were close to full. There's 51 emergency beds there, and we were close to full every night. So we've been gone now 12 years. So that's the change in the statistics over those 12 years and the decline in the need for shelter beds.
And a more adequate per diem rate, according to you, will be in the $100 to $150 range?
That's my wish list. That's my wish list. I would. It's a question that I will take back to my finance people. Is what what is the number that would cover all of our costs.